What's up, guys? Welcome to Raw Day Trading. Today is a raw day for me. I spent some money um, in a day that was not super productive, not really worth it to lose $400 or spend $400, whatever frame you want to put it on. And I will take this time to go and check it, see what we could have done, what I could have done better, um, and what I learned from this. And but put it in context. I made 700 on Friday very quickly, and I just walked away for the day, which is the right move to make. And I am also trading on the bigger end of my size range. I am trying to be more aggressive. All those things add up to it being possible to take losses. On top of Thinkorswim just wasn't working this morning, so Schwab was had some orders getting gummed up in the system and just didn't flow right. So I didn't make much money in the morning, and then had the one stock I did trade decently was a loss, even though I traded it decently. I thought it was going to go. I kept sticking with it. I cut it well. I super tight risk. I was okay with that. The one I did not do well on was this one, FFIE. It was continuation name from Friday, Thursday. It had news, but it was just actually just from Friday. No, it's Friday and Thursday. Yeah, it. Wait, did it have news? It did not have news. No. Actually, just reading some Tesla news. All right. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Anyways, so this one, FFIE, I think it's a electric car maker in China or something like that. I don't care about it, what it is really, but this is kind of what it was looking like when I saw it. It was approaching 8. It hadn't gotten to 8 yet. This is more like the 15, maybe go to the 5-day 5-minute. I think I saw it right around here as it was hitting. Actually, no, now that I remember, it was here. My camera was off. My camera was also off this morning, so I'm not even going to review that earlier footage today. It's just like lagging orders and me ducking and diving around Thinkorswim bullets, basically. Trying to I had an order that took a minute to get filled, and thank God it didn't fill at the price of the original buy, because it had then dropped already a significant amount, and I was able to exit for a small micro loss, and it wasn't a big deal. I didn't even complain to TOS. I talked to him, was not happy with the performance, but I didn't have to haggle with them for a refund, which they're notoriously annoying about. But I would have been on the phone with them for hours if I had to, if I needed a refund. I don't know. It's not really helpful. Sometimes it's better just to be like, all right, I'll just make more money. But yeah. So today, this one got me. I had seen it from here. It had this nice little pullback, made this great move up to 750. I didn't really take it seriously until it got up to 8, and then it was doing this kind of pullback, and I was kind of taking it here on this kind of retracement. and I got chopped around. This is the 5-minute candle. I will point out on this that it is only around 1,000,000 shares of volume for 5-minute candles for kind of a peaking level. I was expecting more volume to come in. That's why I kept trading it. Never did. I will now look at some of the action on it because the action is it's going to be from later in the morning, probably more around this-ish area that it'll be from. But the action is very what's a good word for it? Tricky, manipulated, designed to fuck you. Excuse my language. Yeah. And so let me see if I can give you some examples here, and we can work on some algorithm awareness day here at Raw Day Trading. So I'm going to actually take this, close up shop there. The other thing is like it really was running into resistance where I was taking it. That's the main thing. I think. Sorry. I think that there is, from all my experience, best way I can describe it is there are overall there's like fill momentum where it's like you're going to get filled in a good position and be able to get a good exit with a propped up bid if the stock is going in your favor, and you're going to have the exact opposite if the stock is not, and it's going to show high for a second, make it look really tasty, and then for the majority of the time, it's just going to be selling, waiting for you to buy, then selling, waiting for you to buy, then it triggers the trap, then selling. And this is a mechanism that I personally look for. I want you to get very familiar with if you're going into trading here, because it is everywhere. The only time this doesn't happen is when there is enough other traders breaking these mechanisms, breaking these market makers, little games that they're playing, because there's just too much volume. It's too overwhelming for them to play the game, and then they switch around to a different game, and it ends up becoming the adverse. My theory on it, although I don't short, just because the share availability on Thinkorswim, I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to just deal with any of that stuff. But my theory is that it ends up reversing, and when there's more people buying overall, they have that algorithm, and then it's like it shows down for a second, scares some people out, and then buying, shows down for a second, scares some people out, you track some shorts in, then buying, shows down for a second, scares a lot of people, excites a lot of shorts, then buying. And this is kind of like a pulsing rhythm that happens in the nature of these names. And I'm going to show you an example of the selling, pop, selling version of this. So we have here, I think the biggest mistake, and I made a conscious decision to override this in my head, was it was below now the 20 SMA. It was coming down hard. I had already lost $300 on it. 330. I was probably down about 350 on this. I was definitely frustrated. I was definitely. I was compromised. I was only down 170, and it wasn't that big of a deal on this name. But over on the day, I was down 300, and it was more like stuff. It's just like, okay, let me see if I can find some examples here. I'm gonna stop ranting and just try to get concrete with you guys. All right. So it's gonna be difficult because it's this and then this level 2 and then this one here, and so it's like not as obvious, but you have to look at both sides of the screen. let's see if I can find the example. So this is just consistently selling. Overall, I probably shouldn't be trading here. I wish I had video. One of the mistakes I made today twice was I didn't film all of my footage, and only realized in a couple situations when I had trades that I thought should have been filmed, I turned on my film, including at the open and then here before I was trading. I came back from a break. It's kind of doing it right here. Like it pops up to 45. Like just there, I'll show you. Okay, let me see. So it's popping up to 45. It's showing like a little creep on the bid, higher. And then now it's going to do a little, my head, yeah, look, there it goes. Does that like blowout. Now whoever bought at 45 is like, oh shit. Now it's down to 40. It's breaking 40. There's, oh, like look, it shows a big bid. Those are going to get burned. The big bid's going to get sold into, or it's just going to disappear. A little bit of support there. We'll pop higher, pop higher, pop higher. Oh, okay, so now it actually might turn around because you have this green candle. It's formed on the 1 minute. A little bit of support is showing here. That bid, though, has to clear. It's almost like a rule now that if you're in an uncertain situation, you have a bid. It is not support. It is a magnet to blow through. And so I don't want to take it until that bid clears. Even if it does end up going, statistically in my head, it's not worth taking it. Although I could just take it because the 1 minute candle, yep, and I'm going to be late. So yeah, I'm staring at the level 2, and okay, there it goes. Well, it went that time. So now it's at 50. It's at 50. It's buying, buying, buying. People buying. 51, 55. Look at that. 53. 55. But it's like kind of slow up here. It's not actually really going. Creep higher might actually go now. Creeps higher and then reverse a little bit. Orders are coming through. A little bit of orders here, a little bit of orders there. It's going lower. Now it looks like it's kind of going to fail here. So let's see what happens. Let's see. It goes, drops 5 cents. It's like creep, 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 blow through, and then creep lower, and now I'm waiting for, I want to see it, and I don't take it. I don't think. I think I chicken out here, but oh no, I take it, but it's not going fast enough. I want it to just pop right back up. I actually get filled at a decent price there, even though it was a break-even trade. It was like a 1 cent, a cent and a half above where I entered. Yeah. And so this one, they're just so tricky because the dips are partitioned out in like half dips, and it's like it could be people buying, it could be algorithms buying. It doesn't matter. Just it's not a dip and go back up. It's a dip, pause, no reversal, creep lower, dip lower, no reversal, maybe creep up a second, and then creep lower, look like it's totally going to fail, then it goes higher. And I think for these, like, look at these time and sales. Just nothing's happening on it. It's below these levels. It's just there's nothing readable really going on. And so what I'm struggling with in this situation is I'm down $100 on it. There's potentially some opportunity in the little like nuances of how it's going to bounce down here in a second and go right back up to the 50s. And like, I know when I'm going to step away, I'm going to like miss it. And so I'm like watching it. It's like a hawk. It's the only thing moving. It's in the middle of the day now. Everything's dry. It's been a crazy, crappy, Thinkorswim morning where like it probably scared away most of the Thinkorswim traders. The market's dry, and I am looking to try to get back to break even, at least on this name, because I was only down 150 and I was very content. And so that was a mistake. It was something, just like the overall sentiment of that, the intentions of that, I would say it's probably like 50-50 in the future. It's got me back. But this area is just crap. So it's like crap on top of crap. So like in a hot market, this would be great. In a hot market on a hot stock, this would be fine. I totally would have traded it. In a medium market on a crappy name, I don't think I should be trading it. But the medium market, I would have other opportunities potentially to jump into, so I would be less even focused on it. But it gets really difficult for me when I have these openings. It's like in a shitty market on a shitty stock at a shitty time when the only thing potentially moving is these trickery names. Okay, there's a little trade there. I don't know if you saw it. It's a small 3-cent trade. So when the only thing moving is these trickery names, that's when it's very easy to get siphoned into it, to get like the market's like, come, here's the mirage of the action. Here's the mirage of the market makers and the 6 other traders that are very skilled too, who like have orders to unload. Like, can you hold through the patience? Because the resolutions, they're going to be slower. The entries, they're going to be more dangerous. You're going to have to take them in areas that you're really not quite sure about, but have good risk reward. And you're going to have to hold it as the market makers will test you. Like, they're going to hold it down until they give up on forcing you out, or you give up and force yourself out. Then you're going to walk away and you're going to see that they've forced all the people in that section out, and now it's going back the other way so they can then unload their shares at the higher price. So the big scheme is a funneling of the big change is a top to bottom funnel. That's the solution for me. I was realizing it while I was ranting at you. Okay, so decision funnel. And this is my trusty notebook, writing all my notes on. Okay, decision funnel. Hot market. Hot stock. Crappy. Below 20 SMA / above VWAP plus good volume. Go. Check. Slow market today in brackets. Crappy stock. Crappy area below 20. below 20 SMA, poor volume, creeping lower in parentheses. No go. I think that simplified decision funnel. Okay, so then if I were to trade this, how would I trade it? I don't think I should think about it. I took my L's up here. I let it. I should have let it go once it was crossing below, once it was creeping lower. Maybe set an alert if it got above 7.6, 7.5. But I should have walked away. The volume's off. It's now retreated down below this level. It's like a pivot below pivot. Now it's coming out of it. It's going up. I think I get one good trade on it. And then, so this is like, is this where I lose? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I could have taken double the size that I took on it, but I'm glad I didn't. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about taking 2,000 shares on these. I would have been down 500 to 600, maybe 7. If I traded the exact same way, hopefully I would have just let go earlier. Because I was trading with smaller size, I was more comfortable, even though smaller size, notationally, with a dollar amount, was still about the same size. I was still on the bigger end of my size. And so, it stings, but it's important to adjust, do a little bit better, get better at noticing these situations. I'm just writing what I just said. Try to get better at noticing these market factors quicker. And adjusting trading to them. Because I do, for the most part, do this. It's just the when I don't do this, or when I don't do it enough, or I override too many of the safety protocols in my head, it's like, so that's it. I'm going to keep it. I mean, I would say 20 minutes is short, but it's not really short. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had a great trading day. Day trading is risky. Don't take any of my advice. This is all just a journal of my stuff to you. I'm not selling anything. I don't want to take your money. I don't want you to lose money. You're trading against me. You're trading against other people. I mean, although today, if you were smart enough, you probably could get some money from me. But there are much better than people that we're trading against too out there, and then the computers are very good at zoning into human emotions and where the pain points are. All that to say, day trading is risky, and protect your capital, trade in a simulator, and all that fun stuff. My results are not typical, even though they're not that great. Anyways, love you guys. Have a great day.